Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another SLG Meetup. Your host Alvaro here to bring you another exciting and interesting guest. Today we have with us a superstar in the TikTok space as well as a New York City real estate agent, Madison Sutton. She has been recently featured in The Real Deal and she's been now joining the team Brown Harris Stevens as one of the superstars, as she's also going to be starting a program on how to train other agents to become better on these booming platforms such as TikTok. There she is. Madison, what's happening?
Hi, how are you?
Good, and yourself?
Staying out of trouble.
Staying out of trouble. That's good. That's good. How are things over there in New York?
It is very rainy and snowy, but other than that, great as always.
By the way, first of all, congratulations. I was making a quick intro about yourself, but one of the most exciting things and the reason that we found out about you is because of how you've recently been dominating that space in TikTok, right? So your handle, the New York City agent, has been going viral over TikTok now with over 100,000 followers and some of your videos going all over the internet. And I think this is also because of what you just said right there. The consistency on creating videos, being innovative, and now even to the point where the brokerage that you're at wants you to start a training program to teach other agents on how to do it. How phenomenal is that?
Oh no, it's been incredible in the press that's been picked up over the past year. I've been in The Real Deal twice, even press pieces like Bloomberg, Fox News. I was on Fox Business the other week. And there's such a strong interest in what this industry is doing on video-based platforms such as TikTok. It's just grown exponentially in the past 18 months.
So what made you start TikTok?
Oh, I was winging it from the get-go. So I was actually I was very young in my career when I started using TikTok. I was a rental agent here in New York City, and I was about 6 months in when the pandemic started, and we had to find a way to safely show units because people still had to move, and we were considered essential, but it wasn't quite sure how essential we were. So this was a way to keep my clients safe, and it was the most efficient way.
How did you see that ticking on your account?
So to kind of give a point of mindset on not this past October of 2021, but of October of 2020, I hit 3,000 followers, and I just started, and I was like, this is incredible. It was on my birthday, and I actually got my first building on my birthday, which was October 7th, and from that point to now, I'm at 100,000. So it was just really an immediate response.
So what kind of videos do you do that engage so much with the audience?
Yeah, again, it's about having a little bit of variety, but sticking to your niche. So I'll do rental walkthroughs, I'll do luxury listings, even New York City-based content. I think it's really important on the platform, if you are in like a client-based service, like we are, to have a little bit of personality.
A lot of people in the real estate industry, or even in the luxury space in general, they use social media to brand awareness, they generate some leads. You in particular told me that you get 100% of your leads from TikTok.
Yes, I get 100% of my organically generated business through TikTok, with the like minor exception being referrals, which are usually from deals I've done on
That happened,
TikTok.
yeah. Wow.
So
That's incredible.
well, I was going to say last year alone, we did over, I personally did over 110 deals just from TikTok.
Myself, I'm verified on TikTok. I have like over 180,000 followers. Like I've done also quite some work in TikTok, and for some reason I just used it as a platform to expose my lifestyle and hopefully derail something into business. But there is also a technique in there where you've been mastering to convert them into leads. So how does that work?
It also went hand in hand with me realizing that there are a lot of pain points in this industry, and that a lot of the tech is fairly archaic. It's very outdated. And in New York City, I'm going to refer to specifically rentals, we have such high turnover. And there's a number, it's like 82 or 84% of inquiries on Street Easy get no response. So I actually have a little bit of a specialty in tech-based lead retention. And I run a program where basically all my agents do is show apartments. They don't handle any of the back and forth, any of the scheduling, pre-qualification, or the little questions. But so this not only saves time for my agents, they open up their calendar and they know exactly where they're going that day, but it also allows the clients to feel really comfortable and keep expectations aligned.
How do you envision the future of real estate when it comes to social media?
Yeah, so in terms of like the workshop, my main goal is if an agent wants to participate in TikTok, I think every agent should be on TikTok. It's a lot of the same content that you would be posting on Instagram or even StreetEasy in terms of the videos. And it's really only adding one extra step of forming it or filming it in portrait style. And it only takes one person. That's the interesting thing about TikTok, is the ability to share content is significantly easier versus Instagram or Facebook, where you would have to have more of a pre-established account or have the app downloaded, where TikTok, I could send you a video right now. So a lot of my clients, I would say almost 30% don't have a TikTok. One of their friends who knew that they were looking for that sent them a link, and that's how we got connected. So in terms of where I see it going, I only see it heavily expanding. And my main goal is not only for agents at Brown Harris Stevens and not only for agents in New York City, but nationwide and worldwide, to show it's not nearly as scary and there as you think it is, and it's not nearly as vulnerable, and the risk versus the reward is just so massive, and you never know who you can find out there.
That's true, and you're just one video away of becoming a superstar like yourself. So what would be the, I guess, advice for somebody that is either starting with TikTok or has not been doing much on TikTok? What's the first step?
The first step would be figuring out what you're comfortable with. You don't have to be in front of the camera. You could be behind the camera, and having a genuine approach to it. Posting consistently would be my next big tip. We kind of have a 95-5 mindset, where a lot of creators, 95% of those videos, they're not going to go viral. And that's okay, because you learn so much from those videos, everything from how to shoot to how you present yourself to how you present the unit, because filming a unit is very different than any other style of filming. You have to, as an expert in this field, we can walk in a unit or a home and know exactly like what the worth is and what the main points are. But conveying that worth through a camera is a very different process. So practice makes perfect. And those 5% of videos that do go viral, that's what's going to get you your following and things like that. So don't be discouraged if your first 5 videos, if it doesn't get, 10,000 views or 100,000 views. It's very normal.
Okay, no, good to know. And consistency, I love that one, because look, we were having a conversation yesterday with another agent from New York, and we were talking about TikTok and particularly about the consistency, because a lot of people, they post for a few days, they don't see results, and then they stop, and the funny part is that you're maybe a video away from going viral, because you just said 95 to 5%, and that's the 5% where you need to be on in order to get that ticking boom. And I feel like what you just said in there, once you're riding that wave, oh my God, you're unstoppable, right? Like more of your videos start going viral, more people start connecting with you. And as you said, you start building this referral network as well.
Well, another point I'd like to make is you have a lot of different styles of content creators. And in this field in particular, we're extremely fortunate because I could post a video and it could perform terribly. But if one person sees that video and wants to buy that apartment or rent that home, that video just made you X amount of money, and
exactly.
we're able to monetize. I wouldn't even be so fixated on the views. No,
No, the conversion, that's great. So let me ask you this, Madison, because obviously we've talked a lot about TikTok and how important it is. Are you a fan of any other social media platforms?
So obviously I'm on Instagram. We're starting up a YouTube channel as well, because a lot of this content can be posted on multiple platforms. So if you film a TikTok, you have to keep in mind, you can post that to Reels. So you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, but those are my main 2 platforms.
Amazing. Well, look, I always ask this question, and I'm very curious to know what you'll have to say. What is the meaning of luxury to you?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. I think the meaning of luxury, it varies person to person, but I think it has a feeling of contentment with progression. So it's getting to a point that you weren't at before with the accommodations that you've always dreamed of when you were a
Hmm.
kid, or really, or even in your early 20s when you were setting those goals for yourself. So luxury has a different meaning to everyone, but specifically in New York City, I think when people think of luxury, they think of high rises, they think of, these incredible luxe buildings. But my personal interpretation of luxury is I love my loft. I have a 2,500 square foot loft and it has charm and it has brick walls.
Oh.
And this is my luxury. And the
Hmm.
definition will change and just the standards will change as you progress. So it's really about being content. And I know that's kind of like not the best or most direct
No,
answer,
I
but
love that answer. I was expecting maybe waking up in the morning and see your video go viral. That's luxury, but no, kidding. I love the answer. That's great.
thank you.
I agree with you, by the way. I think that's very deep and meaningful. So, aside from that, obviously, we have a big audience that are in the luxury space, not just in real estate, but in the different areas that resonate to that lifestyle. And it's a very competitive market, right? Anything
Mhm.
related to luxury. So, to enter into that market, you need to be disruptor. And platforms like TikTok allow you to do so by being a little bit different, right? Becoming that outlier. So, you've done it yourself. You've positioned yourself as an authority in that space. So, what will be one takeaway that you can share with the audience, with everything you've learned throughout your career, and now specifically with what you do, that they can do moving forward?
So I think kind of referring back to your point, it's hard to get into a luxury market, but the time is more so now than ever before because traditionally real estate has been about who you know, and there's been a lot of nepotism throughout the years. But
Mm-hmm.
now anyone can get the exposure, and with exposure comes, listings, and effort will beat talent every single time. So in terms of, oh, I actually forgot the original question. I'm so sorry.
No, it's about the main takeaway, you know?
Yes. If I had kind of any main takeaway, it would just be just to get started. People, you have to have there's two mindsets when you're posting yourself or a listing on a platform like that. There's a preventative mindset, which is more so, okay, I'm going to post this, but you're kind of worried about how it's perceived in terms of the comments or, the negativity. And then there's more of an expansive mindset. And I think it's so important to go into this with an expansive mindset that's growth based, that you're not worried about what people will say or how many views or
Gotcha.
likes it'll get,
Mm-hmm.
but you're just excited about the potential. And I think when you approach it that way, it's going to be incredible.
That's amazing. No, thank you so much, Madison. I really appreciate your time and all the insights that you've been giving us, especially when it comes to social media and TikTok in particular, because I find that a whole different world that it's so important to dive into, especially at this time that we're living and in an industry such as real estate. And I do appreciate you being here today.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Of course, and I'm not sure if we have not touched on anything that you would like to share. So anything else that you would like to add?
Um, just go for it.
Let's go for it, right? Every day is an opportunity to become your next version. And yourself, you just said it, we're one video away of becoming that next superstar. So myself, I'm getting ready to head to Africa. So as we
Oh,
hang up, I'm just gonna finish packing and head to the airport because I'm gonna be climbing Kilimanjaro. And I think that's a great spot to do some TikToks as well. So
yeah. Maybe we'll see you do a little dance or something.
little dance with the tribe over there in Africa. Why not, right? Show the real estate that they have.
Of course.
No, but thanks again, Madison. I appreciate. Good luck with everything that you're doing. Please, everybody that is watching or listening, make sure to follow her both on Instagram and on TikTok if you want to see exactly what have made Madison so successful. And reach out to her. She's very nice and lots of insights to learn from. So thanks again, Madison. I wish you a beautiful day, and I hope to see you soon.
See you soon. Have a safe trip.